Badwater Ridge, and we are a day away from another drought. We have some flooding there, but that seems to have sorted itself out, which is okay. I think that's still a side effect of me reducing the flow through there, so we could address that by maybe opening that up. That might help, and we don't really need that bit of land there, so let's do that. Had a reminder that I need to prioritize these by haulers to make sure that the haulers are bringing them over to where we need them. And also, some of you did tell me about this. I can't remember if I said that in the last video, so thank you. I was just a bit far ahead. Yeah, and we are now letting some of this water out because everything is a bit flooded. When the drought comes, the next thing I'm going to focus on, and it's going to be the focus for today, is building our power station center generator, or getting a nice solid power supply down here. But what we're going to do now, because this, actually maybe we could use this. Maybe we could focus this down into here and make this a bit of a mangrove area. I was going to say I might block this off. But actually, if I get the water flow under control, it'll be okay anyway. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to detonate those. And we're going to put in another deep mechanical fluid pump. We need to, before we do that, we need to get down here. So then it should be able to reach both of those. We need to destroy you. We shall destroy you. And you. That'd be good. I don't know if I should open this up a little bit more. And then have that do something like that. And maybe those should be at like 1.5, and then when a drought starts, they go up to 2.5. Something kind of basic like that. So they're just letting the water flow through. Trying to reduce that level here a little bit so it stays inside the lines. You know, colouring in the lights is kind of basic, isn't it? That might help. This is working brilliantly. We'll see how it lasts through the drought. As the drought kicks in, this is going to be a one line at a time job. That's okay. And here we go. Here's the drought. So we can now start working on this. And what we need is an area that's how much width have we got here? 10. That's plenty wide enough. So we can do this as a separate unit, I think. So let's bring a path across here. But I have been informed since, because I interacted on the TimberBorn Discord, not very me normally, but I wanted to say thank you to Nerdy Burner for his very cool design. That there are more efficient designs than what I'm going to do. But I really like the look of this design as much as its efficiency. Yeah. I'm going to create that block of terrain. We're going to delete that remaining tree. So let's speed up time. Let's prioritize these by haulers, so they get brought over. I'm going to be really inefficient because I'm going to place a whole load of dirt and then we're going to cut some of it out with explosives. I know. But I think it's the easiest way to design this. I might actually, a bit of me, it might actually just build it all with levees, because that gives me a lot more flexibility. In case I get it wrong. Right, let's put some more log storage over here. We are going to need planks. Let's get some plank storage going as well. So that's those. We're going to need some deep mechanical pumps. So that's metal beams, treated planks, gears. We probably want a large warehouse for gears. We have many gears at the moment, but let's go prioritize all of those. Let's throw in make another bot hauling post there, and we've got space for one there. I know I should be building my new industrial area, but I'm going to do that next time. Let's get this project done. So, we've actually got enough to maybe throw some more in as well, but let's do that. The more haulers, the better, eh? Here we go. Should probably spin that around. Go. This is not going to be too monstrous a construction, because we just need to generate enough power to power and store power for a bunch of water pumps. to irrigate this area. So that's the plan. Let's have them bring those are meant to be treated planks. Metal beams. And that should speed up the construction if we stage everything over here first. Might be sensible to build another charging port there. It might have been sensible if that was not a high power shaft, but universal power shafts, and then we could build on top of it. So let's prioritize both of those. We're going to have a lot of bots coming along here, so let's do that. Obviously it won't pay off this time, but next wet season that is not going to work. But if I do that, we can put another one in there as well. I guess actually it doesn't matter that they're not connected because they're taking power from there at the moment. So yeah. They're getting that built. What we're going to do is thinking if the water's coming in at that level, I do actually either want to raise this up or sink down. I think we're going to raise it up. So let's start with that going to be wide enough. Let me just start building that. Let's pause and think. The design I'm going for, if you're a TimberBorn aficionado, and this is why I say it's not the most super efficient design, is a zigzag construction, which I have only just learned about, but apparently is not the most super efficient design, but I think looks really cool. So, and sometimes style over substance counts. And actually it generates a load of power, so but I just need to measure it all out. So power. Actually, I'm going to need a bit more space. So we'll have we'll there. So the last row is going to come along there. So what I'm going to do is demolish you, that, and along there, so that I can then put terrain in there and then build blocks along the top. And then we can delete this, and for now we will delete the internals as well. run a path up there. So that's the start of the outline, and what I want to do, have it running again now because none of this is going to be removed, is I want to, so this is going to be too high. That's the plan. And it's going to be as big as we can make it. It's going to be big enough going into the corner here. I guess it's going to have to be. That's going to be our engine. Essentially, we could move the sump area back along here. Yeah, I'm going to delete this back wall for now. Unusually for me, I'm going to design the end first. So we need space for it to come back along here. We need that to be 12, I think. Yeah. Right. Then that one is going to come. No, that's not going to be those. You don't want a hole in your thingy. Actually, that could go. That could be offset the other way, couldn't it? Because we've got a bit more space going that way. Could be offset that way. Come on, rotate. There we go. That'll come down there. Guess we probably need to run a path up there so they can get to all of that explosives to place it. Bring that down there. That needs to be blocked across there. That needs to be blocked across there. Go down there. Should be right, I think. I'm going to build around this. Down to here. That will be dams across there. Right, no, not right. Needs to come up a level. Let's do levees all the way across there. Those don't need to be there, I don't think. No, not really. Levy. 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 They don't really need to be there. No, that comes into there. That needs to be open there. That needs to be closed off. That needs to be closed. Yeah. In there, pumps out into there, into that sump area. Then that and that. Yep. So when water's flowing, water will flow out of here. It'll flow both into this system and this system. Actually, probably what we want is this to be double floodgate. Because if there's enough water in here, we want those to be closed. Yeah. What do we? Guess the alternative is. Actually, no, we'll do double floodgates, but we'll also put a double floodgate here. Because that will allow us to use flow from the river if we need to. So that should keep that the same width. They have a ton of building to do. The dirt's almost in, so we can probably stop prioritizing obtaining dirt. It's in. That needs to be all too high. Okay. So when I built my test versions of these, I used developer mode, which obviously meant I didn't have to worry about things like, how do I construct it? And delete. There we go. So the flow is going to be zigzagging down here into here, gets pumped out, put back in. Let me just check that I have, yep, that looks like I have everything right. So it's predominantly now a case of letting them build everything. So probably worth running a path along there. Let's do that. That can all be built. I put those across there, then that can all be built. That can be built from the inside because it's all only too high. I guess that stuff can't easily be built. Guess those can't easily be built. So delete that, and we can run a path up there. That'll let all of that interior be built. Like that. That can all be built. And then it's just a case of getting the 8 water pumps built. So we'll let them build this stuff and we'll come back. We have a slight problem. We have a lot of bots out of energy again. Our bot charging station here has run out of energy, so we are doing the slightly weird system. I've put one in already. We're putting in a second of using the Conan's wheels to charge our bots. It works surprisingly effectively, but I think we'll put in a second one because we have enough spare beavers to act as secondary charging power, because we've got 15 days left. And yeah, I think it's the trek over here that is causing them to discharge. They've got a lot of this structure built, which is cool. Too far from it. Okay, we need to bring over some path then so they can finish doing that. Okay, that's fine. I had put some more builders huts in to be built here, but they haven't been built, but that's okay because we just have loads of bots that are out of energy. Where was I? Yeah, I put in some builders huts to be built, but with so many discharge bots, we don't really have the excess that we had. So, but yeah, hopefully this will result in, you can see lots of unhappy bots, and they're probably all beginning to find their way to down here, which is what normally happens, but they don't seem to be. We do have charging capacity spread around the colony, but not where it needs to be. So yeah. But what I'm going to do actually is put those in. That's about to be built, so I prioritize both of those so they get connected. But yeah, this is generating enough power to actually keep the bot chargers full. So let's put a couple more of those there as well, because these generate a lot of power. It seems slightly amusing to me that we've got, because these can't be bots, we've got beavers working on Conan's wheels to generate power to charge up the bots that are doing the work. So yeah, I find it amusing. You need to be built so that these guys aren't wasting their effort. And then I'll have to take the picture again, because otherwise someone will point out to me that these beavers aren't doing anything, because I know they're not. But you know, come on, hurry up. Anyway, back over here, we are making some pretty solid progress. So most of this is built. These don't actually need to be built now, so these platforms can go because all of that is built. I've queued up a set of platforms in here which will allow these to be built. Put some path in here so that they can build these corners out. Swapped to 2 floodgates here. So yeah, we'll then start working on the internal structure. You go, those are going in once, but I'll wait until they've actually built the pumps before I worry about that. Right, yeah, that's in now, so those are going to be gaining power, and basically it's just about getting enough power into the system to be able to charge bots here and hopefully have less discharged bots. That's what, yeah. So if they cannot quite get to that one yet, so they need to build one more of those, but all of those now can hopefully be built. So what I can do is you can go there, there. This needs to run all the way down to the end of the last two blocks. And then fill in all of this. That's where those go. So 1, 2 there. 1, 2. That'll be there. Thing. There. That works. Does it? No, because that's in the wrong place. Needs to go there. So that would go across. The end might be in the wrong place. We'll look at that in a bit. Might have to shorten it a little bit. That's okay. But this needs to be closed once we're not trying to build everything still. Right. We're good, but they can't get to that now because it's in the corner. Yep, so let's delete that. There we go. Be cleaned up if we have space to clean them up. That now has a reasonable power supply, which is awesome. I can now get a picture of that because it amuses me. Yeah, so that'll come around there, around there. Actually, that's okay. No, because that's a double gap. No, it's in the wrong place, isn't it? I think the end is in the wrong place. We're going to have to just work our way back, building water wheels to this end, and then we'll do the same from here. Just drawing it all out. I need them to build these before they build these. So or I'm more sensible and knock that block out and put that there. And then we can start building the water wheels. That probably makes more sense. Still 60 bots that need charging. I'm not sure when they're not all filling these up. Someone come pick those logs up, please. Because then we can start building the water wheels and removing the path that comes along here. Here we go. Right. Delete. Path. Delete path. Delete path. There we go. First large water wheel goes there. Why is it too far from a district? Oh, because they have to build it at that level, don't they? Okay. Was not thinking they need to be able to get to the fingers. I guess they are. Guess the plus is that means we can remove all of that path down the middle. To there. And place. Why won't you let me place that one? Because we're missing a set of blocks. There, 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 there. 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 And there's going to be one there. 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 Yeah, so it's going to come through there. Actually, yes, I want the end to come there. So let's delete that. Let's delete all of this. Go. Just for neatness, we're going to let them put that block in. I want to delete those. Those. Yeah, because what comes through there is going to come through all the way to here. Right, let's delete that. We're going to start like that. Why are we not resolving our bot charging issue? We go down here. This has charging ability. if we go down here, these are able to charge. These have power, so are able to charge. So I am unsure why we are not recharging, apart from the fact that I'm just making them go quite a long way. Which could be the entire problem. So I've put this in and it should be slowly being built, which it is. They're working on building that. They're working on building those water wheels now and everything else. That's cool. That's been prioritized, so hopefully they will do that soon. That block is the wrong way round. Go. Yep, there they come. So what we'll do is those can go in there. Pause that, and hopefully they can get to those through there. I think you can kind of see the shape of it now, and apart from the slightly wonky end, I think it looks almost engine-like with, you know, the pumps and the wheels and stuff. So I think the one that the test one I built was a bit longer. I am a tad nervous that there might not be enough wheels. But we can always just not use quite so many of the pumps. And we do have a water source that can be powering it during times of water flow. That's just the showers. That's okay. We have significantly more extract now, thanks to prioritizing BADWATER moving, which is good. We do not have canola oil, so that's not so good. Or grease. But we're good for food, so I'm not too worried about that. Really just want to focus on getting this little project sorted. Yeah. So 2 of the wheels are in, and they are getting more of them done. So that's cool. Yeah. I think building it out of wood is a good idea because it does allow me to more easily correct those little mistakes as well. You know, if you needed to re-terraform and stuff, that would be a bit of a pain. Yeah, I'm not sure what the logic's going to be controlling these. So I think these being open will probably be linked to these being open. So if we're flowing water through, we'll cycle it through, and then as water is less available here, we'll close these up and rely on the pumps circulating. So might end up deepening this so that there's a bit more water storage in the sump area. We'll see how we get on. I think this path down here can now be deleted. which is good. But yeah, we might end up detonating this out so that it can... I guess I can't really. I guess it's the area they're pumping out of that needs to be deeper. Yeah. Maybe there's a weakness in my design. It's my first time actually attempting one of these to be functional, so... just not got to building one yet. It's okay. It's a lot of building. Right, that's in, so we can do those. Get that finished up. I'm going to let them build more and I'll come back. The drought has ended. Let's just quickly check. So I've got the floodgates up fully. I just want to make sure that this behaves. You can see a lot of the water wheels have been built. We're waiting for our last deep mechanical pump to be built. And then we should be able to close this up and build the rest of it from above, I think. I've got currently a set of platforms here so we can get to the inside as well. So that should let us do that. I think. I was able to pause these because they had filled up the charge here. So that's good. We still have a lot of bots that need charging. I think that's just because they're having to come such a long way. I did build some more dirt storage, which lets clear up most of that, which is good. Yeah, that's working just fine. Building some platforms along here so we can connect along the back without me having to babysit individual platforms. Right, that's in. So let's delete these. We can then put the missing bit of path there. Get them to clean up this stuff. We can delete the path here. We need to remember to build the block that we need here to block this off. And then we can delete this path, put in the rest of the missing bits. We're getting there. We're getting there. So, apart from these blocks we need to build here, everything else we should be able to build from above. Which is good. I think we are going to put another, and put that there. Blast those out. We're going to put a few more flywheels here. Let's just fly over here. And oh, we're not there yet. I wanted to see if blasting this out resolved the flooding issue. I don't know if it will or not. It's not really widened out the narrow bit. It might have. Anyway, back to focusing on what we've been focused on for all of today's video. So let's delete the path there. Put in those two levees. And I prioritize building those. I think that might be all the water wheels we can get actually because of the floodgates there, because that's where the next set would go. Unless we go with one floodgate. Maybe we just use one floodgate to feed it. And we boost with the water pumps. Yeah, I think we do that. I think I'd rather have the extra water wheel. let's hopefully they'll get that built super quick. We won't be able to put this last water wheel in here until we've done everything we need to do along the back here. We no longer need those. It's just logs and planks that we need. And we have a bad tide approaching now. That's in, so we can now delete that and that. Close this up finally. And put in the missing blocks, which do not go there. Select levies, so we want to go there, there, there. Let's turn around those ones. There. And this will allow us to go there. And then we can do like that. And then we're going to need platforms to connect up all of the power. So back here, the power will run in a straight line down here. We've got this connector across the back, and then it'll run a straight line down here. And then we will need to do some connections here. So going to a height, prioritize all of that, and run a path down there. Because we're going to have to build this one piece at a time. But that's okay. That's it, nearly done. So, yeah. We'll demonstrate it when it's finished. We won't get impatient. But I'll come back when they've built the rest of it, I think. But the other thing we're going to need to do is get power out of this. I'm very thinking about it to do that while we're doing some building. I think the easiest way is just to run a power shaft straight off the back of that pump. Now, to make that easier to build, I think we're going to run a parallel set of platforms there. So we can do that. Then I'm also thinking what we might do is come off of here and out here. I want that to be level. There's our bad tide. Shouldn't be a problem. And what we're going to do is stick a gravity battery out here to give us a bit of stored power. Now, what I'm not sure of is, yep, we can take power out the back of it. That is something that we need. Finally getting around to building that. Build everything else instead of. Bit annoying. Right, that does mean that we can now build. I think we can build that without impacting any of the other stuff that we need to build, but make that a lower priority because I wanted to build all of this first and they haven't. For some reason, even though it's prioritized, they decided not to build it. And we need this to connect the power to the pumps. So we'll obviously need to come across here. Like that. Stuff we're building for construction purposes will delete once it's built. Power. There we go. Going a bit retro with the non-modded stuff there. Not sure if they'll be able to get to that. Come on. No. Get to that one. Let them build all that stuff and see what's left. The plan is to build a few more of these out here as well. Okay, it is all built. Actually, this got built fairly quickly once. I think these two sets of blocks were built. They filled in the rest pretty quickly. I've got this gate hooked up to the stream gauge over here. I thought I had it hooked up to the stream gauge over here. I guess I have not. Let's reattach it to the stream gauge over here and see if I can reset the levels that I had. Hopefully I can. No, that's this one. Let's play that on a little bit. Oh, that's all going a bit pear-shaped because that shouldn't be open either. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on here. Right, let's set this to 2.6. So at the moment it's at 2.65 when it's in flood. So we're going to set the low threshold, or we're going to attempt to set the low threshold to about 2.6 if my mouse will let me. That's close enough. And at that level, we want it to close. And then the high threshold, we want to be about just above where we are now, but not as high. So just above that. I really want 2.63. Come on, 2.6, that'll do. And that's going to be at 1. And then over here, this one is also, that shouldn't be linked to that stream gauge. That should be linked to this stream gauge, and that needs to have the same settings as this. So this could be fun. 2.59 and 2.6. Let's see if we can get that. It really makes my hand hurt trying to nail these. I'm going to get these set to 2.59 and 2.6 and I'll be back. Different approach. This one now set to 2.59, 2.61. This one set to 2.59, 2.61. So the low threshold, again, we want it to close. And this, I think we'll try setting to 1.5 initially. The other thing is I have desynchronized all of these. So only one floodgate is going to open. 1.5 does not seem to be low. And oh no, 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 no. Grabbed the wrong slider. Pause. Oh. I grabbed the wrong slider after all of that. Oh, I hate this thing. Well, actually, I love this mod. I just hate its interface. I just wish I could type numbers in. It would be so much easier if I could just type numbers into little boxes. There we go. So, 1. Let's try that. There we go. So that's starting to fill up. Over here, the the gravity battery is being built. I paused this one so they can build this one, then we'll drop one in here and then we'll unpause this one. So that's going to give us a little bit of a that is not quite working the way that I want it, because that level's bouncing a bit too much. So I need the lower one to be a bit lower, I guess. Here we go. 2.52. Is that low enough to get a steady flow? No. Let's try and hit 2.5. 2.51. 2.51 is nearly enough to hit a steady flow. So we need to adjust this one as well. I want these to be the same so that they open and close at the same points. 2.5. 0.1 could be enough to mess things up. Back again, have them both set at 2.5 now, which seems to be giving me stable results. So let's have a look at our power generation. Oh, I need to unpause these. So we are currently creating 3,000 power and using 1,400. So it'll take a little while. Basically, the BADWATER needs to get all the way into the little channel to be able to be pumped out. That's maybe where there would be benefit in blasting this out a little bit, because there'll be a little bit of a flow into it, but it'll get there as it fills up. And it should all equalize actually with the way it's linked up to the outflow here and the outflow here. So, yep, up to 7,000 HP. Now we've got this running, we can hook it up as well to our non-existent gravity batteries. These should get built relatively soon. So there we go. This is starting to fill, which is good. It would have been better if we could have made this a little bit wider. But obviously, autosave. Assume that's autosave. We were a little short on space. But I think you get the idea. So the water's flowing, zigzagging through these, and then splits either side of the Y here. No, it doesn't. It splits and comes into the middle here and then is pumped either side of the Y and back round. So, and obviously there's an input here. So that means if we're in a drought, this should shut, and it'll keep circulating with the pumps and generate power. And also you might notice that nothing's coming out yet, so we're still filling and self-circulating. We are up to 1400 HP, which is pretty crazy. So we probably can be thinking about quite a significant power storage up here. So what I might end up doing is actually putting in a rather large, maybe a huge bank of horizontal framed flywheels up in here. Quite a lot of space. So the horizontal ones, the junction boxes, the same size. They're 5 by 5, aren't they? So kind of that space. So if we were to level an area like that, so let's do an extra one so that I can blast down a big ladder system. Yeah, but pretty, there we go, we're just starting to overflow, but pretty, you know, massively positive power generation. We could, I think, do it this way. I think we could close that up so there is no input. Hopefully this will keep running. Should be self-sustaining now. Get rid of these so we've got a nicer view. Come on, up you go. There we go. So yeah, it's sitting, it's at least self-sustaining. The reason that I want it to have this input is the problems we had on the previous, on the Thousand Island series with evaporation in this kind of system. So that is a problem that you have to deal with. So having this should help with that, but it's sitting pretty stable at about 11,300. So we're plus 6,000-ish HP, which I'm pretty happy with. Yeah, pretty comfortable with that. Right, that's in. So let's put in the next gravity battery. Obviously, you know, these are only holding a moderate amount of power. The grid we're going to put down here will hold a lot of power. Let's detonate that, and then what I'm going to do is blast down basically as far as I can go. Yeah, put in as many large horizontal framed flywheels as I can, so we can re-enable that. That'll do its thing, and keep running. And that's going to be it for today. So, successful little project. Hope you found this interesting, educational maybe. This can support more. You know, you could also do more with the engines. I would probably think about having a better sump in here, so make this end piece deeper to store more. Obviously we're only 2 deep here with the iron teeth. You could be 6 deep in. As soon as you came off of the water wheels here, you could drop down 6 to store more water. There's no drop along all of this, which is quite cool. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.